First of all, a great big hello. Welcome. Thanks to all the newcomers who've stopped by the channel. Guys, thanks for connecting. Thanks for taking the time to check out my work. It's annoying, eh? I say it every video, but I'm always going to because I appreciate. And when you appreciate someone or something in life, it's important to tell them, I appreciate you guys. Trust me, if it wouldn't be for the community here, this channel would not exist. If it wouldn't be for the community, we wouldn't have the community telescope. Green light on the surface of the moon, very apparent green light. And many of the craters, what they call craters, or the lit domes on the surface of the moon around this greenery that you can see. Guys, the surface of the moon is bumpy. It looks like an O. Henry bar. It has so many mountains and roads and paths leading up to ancient structures, to structures that look like mechanisms. You can see the triangle on the top right there, black triangle. It's not hiding. Look, right in the surface of the moon, a perfect triangle. These objects should not be on the surface of the moon. And this area, which is right under Mare Serenitatis, I'm not hiding it. I'm not. I'm never hiding the areas of where I am finding or showing the surface. But I want to show you guys some of the different features on the surface. There are many reds on the surface of the moon, greens, yellows, and many colors. These lights are lit up. They're oscillating. There's smoke and hazes around it. We see crafts going to and from the moon. I mean, what the heck, guys, do you think is going on up there? It's just sort of obvious that they've been going about their lives, but hang on. Whether they're human or alien, who knows? They could be human. We could be up there since a long time ago. These things I can't see how they can seem impossible for some people because it's not. And I don't even think it's thinking out of the box. It's just things that go on with all the billions and millions of planets out there, guys. Do we actually think that we're the only ones out there? That would be absolutely impossible. Just absolutely impossible. This emanating light is ever so green. The emerald colored glass dome, I don't know, but the greens are intriguing me. This is a tinted filter, regular light tinted filter, just like sunglasses. Now let's go take a look. We're looking at lights, odd lights and craters. Look at this one on top left. Apollo 15, they talked about it. That's when we heard it. When they were landing, they took a nice picture of the Proclus from the Apollo 15. They noted the prominent ray system that they say, showing the rays extending into Mare Crisium. So the rays that you're seeing, these lines go inside of Mare Crisium, 28,000 meters in diameter, guys. Whoa. Okay? 28,000 meters in diameter. 2,400 meters deep. The moon doesn't even look that wide. You know, when you're looking at the moon, you have to say to yourself, when you're looking at the gray moon, say to yourself, in consideration, like it was a television, black and white television, say to yourself that, okay, you're seeing the moon in gray. It's not gray, but you're looking at a black and white television to see the moon because it's not that we cannot see colors in space, even though NASA and everyone does say this. Some guys are telling me, hey, Bruce, you're nuts. I can't believe that you said that in the video. You're going to lose credibility. It's not about the credibility, guys. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm human. What I'm showing you, though, is truth, is what's up there. It's not gray. The moon is in no way in hell gray. I'm very deadly serious about this. Look at all the lights, emanating lights. They're working down there. Something is going on. Guys, you don't have 150,000 spotted lights that are billowing and moving and oscillating, and there be nothing on the planet. It's ridiculous. I don't mean to laugh at any of you, but some of you are really naive on this side. You have to really open your minds up. Look at what we're looking at. We're looking at a moon with billowing lights and triangular shapes, and not just one triangular shape, many triangular shapes on the surface of the moon. You have colors. We see crafts going to and from the moon, whizzing by it. I mean, how obvious can it get? And what is with the light of the illumination of the moon? Is something that is totally off and not right about it, because the sun was on the other side of Earth the other day. I'm not making this up. I woke up in the morning and the sun wasn't up and the moon was in the sky on the other side, blaring, fully illuminated. How can that be? There are things that do not coincide. If you take an overall look at science and what they're saying about everything, things don't match. I really do suggest for some of you to go see some of the analysis, theories, etc., speculations of NASA themselves, what they're saying about space. And before calling me a wacko, please take a look at what they're saying out there. Space in general, scientists in general, just take a look at it. The moon is so colorful. We even heard that the astronauts, guys, how could they have known? How could Buzz Aldrin have said, wow, look at the purple rocks? You see, Neil Armstrong, I told you there were purple rocks on the surface of the moon. How would he have known that? Seriously. I always said to myself, when Neil and Buzz landed on the moon in 1969, supposedly, I mean, would they have not opened the door or a little hole in the capsule to extrude a bar to touch the ground to see its texture, to bring a sample close to the cabin to be able to view the surface to see if there's any dangers, any cancerous materials, or no, they landed on the moon, opened up the hatchet, jumped down, took a couple steps for mankind and humanity, and then they planted a flag, had a couple of brewskis, and came back. I mean, what the heck? The moon landing looked like it was no preparation. Were they not worried about their oxygen tanks and everything for the first time walking out and falling over on the faces on the moon? Were they not afraid to break that little tiny hose that was bringing them oxygen? I mean, anyways, okay. The sad part in all of this, me showing these surfaces, is that I guess somewhere somebody must be faking them. I don't know. This is what I'm hearing from all of you, from many of you, that I'm using models, etc. And I know a lot about programs, but I don't know anything about the modeling programs that you're talking about. I mean, there's basic 3D modeling programs, but I mean, it's made by through photography. It'll enhance the surface and bring out detail. And when I use 3D imaging, that's all I'm doing. And if the 3D image, which most of you that do use 3D imaging know that sometimes 3D imaging is just not made for a certain photo, it will completely distort it or raise or descend the level, and I just don't show it. Or I can show it and just say that the levels are wrong because of the 3D animation. Well, I mean, I'm not here to hide it. There's so many beautiful, real things that I can show. No need for any manipulation. As an amateur, I have enough proof of confirmed installations on the surface of the moon. Um, Enough for every science-related company, association to want to immediately invest their attention in my findings on the surface of the moon. And there are structures up there, whether they're ancient or not. I will not be called crazy. I couldn't care less what anyone thinks that disagrees with me. I have the proof. The structures are on the surface, and this is what I will prove with the 14. Once again, thanks to all website contributors and channel contributors, for those who have been there supporting this channel since the beginning, and for new people arriving, like these wonderful people that just joined. The most recent one, William Cochran Jr. Thank you very much, William. Welcome, bro, and welcome to the community. Guys, a lot is going on up there. If these videos are controversial, remain open-minded, please, and please look into these editing techniques that I'm doing, and remain open-minded. WSO YouTube channel, guys. Steve Olson and I interact whenever we can.